All right, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Jimmy Baker here. I'm a little dark over here, but you'll take a look over here at the graphics there. Live look around town. Are the lights on? I think I missed a light switch. Did I? Ta-da, no light. Oh, there it is. Okay, now you can see me. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you both very much. All right, happy Labor Day to you. Hope you're enjoying your day off. If you have a day off, if you're at work, well, some of us are too. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll be following along here on Facebook. Let me just get right into our video here. We had quite a bit of rain last night. The San Antonio airport set a record, one-day record for well over 3 inches of rainfall yesterday. We need it, though. We're still in the middle of the drought. Diane, you want more rain? Yes, I do, too. Might get some today. Not as much as last night. That was quite nice. I was watching the radar. I was downtown where I lived in an apartment down there, and watching the radar. Usually gets close, and then it just splits apart. It goes around downtown and keeps on going. Thankfully, last night it finally happened. Saw quite a few hours of that heavy rain. David has a joke. My IQ test just came back. Wow, was negative. Now that's rough. I've never heard of a test negative, so I'm amazed you can still type jokes with that negative IQ. All right, live look around town. We got partly cloudy skies all around. Not too bad out right now. I was very happy walking out the door this morning. Morgan's Wonderland Camp looking good. Calaveras Lake, great. Hey, it's the end of summer. I guess the what do you call it? You know, the time of summer where you go out and do stuff. Obviously, summer's not over for another couple weeks, but the fun part of summer, I guess you could say. Skycam, downtown San Antonio, partly cloudy, and same thing at the airport. Hello, Kyler. I like your name. No thunder. Well, we'll get to a little bit. I don't think there are any storms right now on the radar. There weren't a little bit ago, but there might be some later. Also, we've got a tour going through the newsroom right now behind the camera. A bunch of Girl Scouts. So you might hear some noise coming up, but I'll make sure to be louder. All right, here's that aquifer. You can tell we got a lot of rainfall. The aquifer sitting at 630.2 feet, and we got over 1.5 feet in the past 24 hours. So finally back over 630. Let's hope it keeps going. We should be closer to 660 though, so still about 30 feet below normal. Here's the tropics. Nothing going on in the Gulf or the Caribbean. Nothing organized. At least you got one thing off of the Mexico coastline in the Eastern Pacific. We're not concerned about that, though. We are watching one wave that came off of Africa a few days ago. The Hurricane Center now giving it a medium shot at developing into the next named tropical cyclone. But we have a long time to watch that one over the next week. It's not even going to make it to the Caribbean. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. Nothing will happen today, Luis says. All right. Well, where are you, Luis? Are you in San Antonio? We've already got some stuff to our southwest. All right. Here we are. There's the airport for you. Right now we have 80 degrees at the San Antonio airport. 81 Stinson winds are east-northeast at 3. And that humidity up there at 71% with that dew point at 70. So you still feel that moisture out there, but it's not too bad because it's not too hot. I like 80 and 81. I finally got the forecast right for yesterday. Yeah, we definitely tried. Glad we got it right for yesterday, though. It's a very important day to get it right, especially on a holiday weekend. You know, they say we get it wrong 1 out of every 5 days. That's a B-. I guess that's all right. I would not have been happy with that in high school, though. Yes, it is going to be hot today, Kyler, but not too hot. Upper 80s, low 90s. I'll take it. So we got the cold front that came through. It's down to our south now. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. 80 San Antonio, 77 Del Rio, Rock Springs, 75, 77 Fredericksburg, New Braunfels, 83, and Kennedy. George West, the hot spots with highs or temperatures in the upper 80s. Nothing in Seguin for you, Mary Sue? Oh, well, maybe you'll get something today. Not as much as last night, though, for much of us. All right, so the flood watch still in effect for 4 of our southwestern counties until 7 p.m. That's where we've seen more of the rainfall this morning. And the odds are more likely there today with that front in our southern and western counties now. So that's in effect until 7. Here is the radar. You can see most of the activity, either the coastal plain or our southwest counties. Even our southwest counties, though, a lot of that is starting to fizzle away. New Braunfels had rain yesterday. I hope so, Kyler. Saw that moving in. It was moving real slow. All right, you can see some rain and even a couple lightning strikes there in Bracketville. South of Uvalde, there is a pretty good batch of moderate to heavy rain between La Pryor and Crystal City. Also heading toward Eagle Pass. That's all we're looking at today in our area, at least right now. Could see a few more pop-up ones later on. The best chance will be later on today in our southern counties. Uh-oh, a long one. All right, David says a couple moved to Arizona and worked together in a t-shirt shop. He worked the early shift and she slept in and came later. So like the Glenn Campbell song, by the time he got to V-necks, she was rising. Oh, I get it. I like that. Hopefully everyone else gets that. Where others get that? Thank you, David. That is long, but a good one. No flash flooding today, Kyler. Let's hope not. We don't need that. All right, here's the water vapor imagery where you see the brighter whites and blues. That's where you have most of the moisture, and you can see that. Let's wait till it gets into motion there. There we go. This is this morning, last night. All that from last night pretty much fizzled out. And here are this morning. All right, here we go. Here's the loop. So you see to our north, we see the blow up of clouds and storms. Here we go in the hill country. Well, it just skipped ahead. Anyway, we have some moisture left behind. Nothing like what we saw yesterday, but there is still a good amount of moisture, so we could still see a pop-up shower or storm. Over the next 7 days, best chance for rainfall, of course, is going to be our southwest counties and extreme southern Texas. And that's where 1 to 2 inches are possible from here on to the next 7 days, the majority of it now, and also possibly next weekend. My phone just froze. Come on, open back up. There we go. But the rest of our area, maybe about a quarter, tenth of an inch to a quarter, maybe a half of an inch in southern Bexar County. That's for the most part what we're expecting over the next week. Where's the hour-by-hour forecast? I did have that. I'll show it. So for the next 3 days, today we've got a high of 92, so much cooler than what we've seen lately. 95 on Tuesday, 98 on Wednesday. And we have the chance for showers and storms today at 30%. Tomorrow it goes down to 10%. And then Wednesday, it's out of here. Partly cloudy skies, and it's plain old hot again with those highs near 100, lows in the 70s. All right, let's see if I can get to this hour by hour. I did have that up. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see if it brings it up when I do this. There it is. All right, perfect. All right, I'll do it manually. So here we are, hour by hour forecast. Here we're at 5 o'clock today. You can see not a lot showing up on the future radar, mostly partly cloudy skies, but the best chance for rain again in our southern counties. Could be an isolated strong storm, but we're not expecting widespread severe weather or anything like that. Yeah, it is a lot of rain. We could use a lot more. Not as much as last night all at once, though. All right, putting it into motion. Here we go from this afternoon to overnight tonight. You see a lot of the clouds move out. Here we are. Let's go to 7 o'clock tomorrow. You can see mostly clear skies, temperatures mid-60s in the hill country for lows. Boy, it's been a long time since we saw that. Low to mid-70s for everybody else tomorrow morning. A nice start to the day. And then as we head through the day, you'll see a few more clouds coming in the afternoon. Here's 5 o'clock, afternoon drive time as you head home from work or school. And you can see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures a little hotter, as you saw in that 3-day forecast, basically going up to the mid-90s tomorrow. And then as we head into your Wednesday, let's go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, stopping it in the morning there. Let's do this. All right, I'm actually preparing my graphics for the noon newscast while we do this. 7 a.m., there we are. Partly cloudy skies in the morning. Again, temperatures up to 60s, low 70s. And then as we head into the afternoon, you'll see mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in Wednesday, though, mostly sunny with those highs in the upper 90s again. So close to 100, but I'm not thinking we're going to hit 100. I think we're pretty much done with that. And let's go ahead into Thursday morning also. There we go. Thursday at 7 a.m. Let's stop it right there. Perfect. Mostly sunny or mostly clear skies. 7 to 8 a.m. on Thursday. Temperatures in about the same spot. Upper 60s, low 70s. I'll take it. All right, let's get right to that 14-day forecast. Eventually, I'll stop saying 7-day. Here we are for today. You can see Labor Day, 30% chance of rain. Tomorrow it's down to 10%, and then Wednesday it's out of here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all dry days, partly cloudy skies, upper 90s for highs. And then next weekend, again, is timing out for the weekend. Again, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 20 to 30 to 40% chance of rain, depending on which day you're looking at. Highest chance on Sunday, high temperatures in the low 90s, even upper 80s for the next Monday. So we're getting closer to fall. It's starting to look like it and feel like it. It's about 1 week after the end of that 14-day forecast, and then here's fall. And then there's winter. All right, we'll get to that later. All right, that's your forecast. All and more on Ken's 5 News at noon. I'll be in for Paul today. And Sarah Fergani will have your news, and we hope to see you then. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.